Hey, what's up? I've moved into my apartment, as you can see. It's a studio apartment, so that's really cool. Took like the whole day to move in, so um, that's nice. I don't know. I think like I stayed at a hotel originally because I was staying down till the apartment was ready. I was able to move into the apartment, and now I have done that. But I feel like in the hotel, it didn't really hit me that I'm like in Chicago by myself, living wise. Even though I have like family and friends here. Um, I don't know. I just think that's crazy. I guess. Uh, Sorry, Uber just charged me. I was scared like they charged me like a bunch of money for some reason, but they did not. And I'm getting used to it. It does what I do prefer over the what I do prefer it in terms of the apartment over the hotel is that I can have more customization with it. Have more autonomy with my living situation, which is cool. But it's nice. I'm happy to be here. I think it's really cool. Um, and yeah, I think I really just want to set. I think the one thing that I am trying to get like is getting a bit hard to get used to is like the social situation, because really like 24 hours is basically just me in here. Like tomorrow Saturday, probably have talked like an auntie and her kids. It was only like the new Spider-Man exhibit or something like that. As nerdy as that sounds. Um, but yeah, it's really just me. I think that's something that I need to find a way to take the most advantage of. And also have to try and find a way to kind of mitigate that, like using more social avenues. As I already talked about that, I think that's one of my weak points in that I don't prioritize. I can't speak. I hate when I like, record these videos, my speaking skills just disappear. But I don't prioritize the social aspects of life enough in terms of if it's not like leadership, if it's not like oh doing good for someone else, then if it's just something casual like oh go talk to this person, it's very it's not something I think of as a necessity to my success and all that, or just like living in general. I think that's something that I'm noticing that I need to be more intentional about because you get older, there's less situations where you're with people who where you're in situations where it's easy to make friends and be social. Like for example, if in high school you have similar schedules, you have similar classes, you see these people like every day of your life essentially, for like the next 9 months. But as like you get older, let's say in this situation now, besides like co-workers, it's really just you, and it feels weird to just talk to random people in the street. But maybe that's something I have to overcome. But I do think that's gonna be interesting. I think there's gonna be a lot of fruits gained from overcoming that. I can't wait to see what it looks like. I think it's something I'm working on now, so I'm really happy about that. But in terms of other stuff, obviously you have the WTM app. To be honest, I haven't done much with it today. Today was really just dedicated to moving in and just buying groceries. I want to be very honest. I feel like I'm single-handedly holding up the U.S. economy with the amount of money I spent in the past couple of days, weeks, months. And that doesn't make sense, but I think in my head, like every time I spend, every time I purchase something, I like even though it hurts me, part of me is happy that somehow the U.S. economy is doing better, and maybe people are doing better too, even though that's not how it necessarily works with income inequality. Income, and I think I look at the different way. The idea is like GDP isn't a proper measure of how well everyone in the nation is doing. We learned about this, and I think it was macroecon or microeconomics, wherever it was. And there's actually a better one. Is it gross national income? Either way, there's other metrics to use to better. I was making a joke, so I don't think it matters that much. But the point is, I spent a lot of money, so that's nice, and I get stuff, I guess, but like it sucks I have to spend money in that regard. But I am happy in the sense that like I obviously have a good job that pays well, and I'm getting a lot of skills out of it. I'm working a lot with AI, which is always really cool. I've realized that like there's like trigger words for me to actually like lock in. Like when I was younger, it'd be like something about superheroes. Like if I was in a car ride and I was tired and people just talk about random stuff, and if someone said something about like Batman, I would wake up. And I feel like that's how it is for AI now. I really like that because I think there is that imposter syndrome aspect. It's like, oh, maybe AI is just like a buzzword for a buzzword, like it's just a hype thing. But I feel like I'm genuinely intrigued, which makes me happy. So like, okay, this is something I actually do care about. It's not just something I'm forcing myself to care about because of like it's trendy right now. So that's really exciting. Even getting to work more with it. Like I always like this always like this um this smile that's hard to control on my face anytime like I get a chance to like jump at working with like an AI or RAG pipeline or something like that. So it's really awesome. I'm really excited to get to work on that. I might switch my work laptop depending on the situation at work. Because right now I'm using like a Lenovo like ThinkPad, and then it might switch to a MacBook. Even though I'm not fond of MacBooks, I think I might prefer it over the Lenovo, but you know it doesn't really matter. It just matters because like my work desktop is so cool. I have like a bunch of monitors, so I really don't mind the laptop itself because I have like I'm not just at the Lenovo screen. I have like a bunch of monitors to use. Um, but I don't know, maybe a MacBook would be better. Who knows? But I do think it's really cool in terms of work situation. I really do like what I'm doing. I think UL Standards Engagement is a company that does help people. I'm not just saying that because I work there, but it's something really cool to see. It's like to see people are actually really passionate about this thing. It's really interesting because you have different sectors, and I'm not going to break down the whole thing, but have like maybe someone working in batteries and fires and looking at how products and technologies, how those account for safety of people. Because if these technologies are not safe and they hurt people and then people are hurt, that's just not good, right? So it's really interesting, like seeing people in their domain of knowledge. Because I had to talk to for my onboarding stuff. I had to talk to like the whole team. I was just like have these one-on-one conversations. And you see different people with their domains of knowledge. That was really interesting. Um, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I will just leave on this, even though it's not like a good note, but maybe it's a note for me to improve these episodes. I was watching something similar to like, or some similar to Project Phillips, like some type of docu series thing. I feel like the dude was taking a lot of time to just talk about like stuff that were irrelevant to the main topic of the video. Then I realized that's what I probably do with Project Phillips. And to me, it's interesting because it's my life, but to someone else who's watching this, it's not as interesting, right? Like some details are just like no one cares. I think that's a balance I want to try and find in terms of how do I make this something where I'm documenting my life, but also something that's enjoyable for people to watch. But I also think the idea of Project Phillips is not just it's not meant to be something where it's like, oh, people enjoy this very much. I think it's meant to be something where it's like, I track my progress towards goals. So whenever I end it, I can reach a point and someone can say, how did that person really get there? And it's like, oh dang, this person has 100 plus episodes of how they got to that position. Um, but yeah, So I think it's something I'm gonna be thinking about. But besides that, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.